Um, Hello? Are you guys able to hear me? Please let me know if you guys are able to hear. Hopefully you are. But hi. Um, a very happy hello. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. So, hello Ty. Hello, Meridian. Hello Ghoul. Hello Sparky Beardy. Hello Elm Dragon. Hello Merid. Oh wait, no, I already said hello Meridian. Hello Cogs, right? Hello Wolf with Sword. Hello Midnight Minute. Um, Hello Gideoneer, and hello that con. And is that everyone? I believe that is everyone. So it is in fact Wednesday or Wednesday. Um, so you may or may have not read the title. Today we are going to be trying to make a chat-controlled pinball machine. Um, and I will eat some chocolate. So give me just 1 second. So today is probably going to be quite a bit of soldering. So, yeah. Um, Hopefully everyone is doing pretty good today. I'm doing pretty okay. I got a lot of work done today, which is a good thing, but, I don't know. Besides that, everything's going decent, I suppose. Let me just take a nice bite of chocolate. Does the light feel off to you guys? I don't know why, but the lighting feels off to me. Give me just a second. Okay, that's better. Much better. I see a coin mechanism. I'm interested. Yes. And I will enjoy the chocolate, and I'm actually going to eat all of it, just while we're talking. We're VTuber watchers. The light always feels off to us. I mean, you shouldn't say that about yourselves, right? Oh, Sparky, you got to play with a operational amplifier in class? That sounds pretty cool. Are you in circuits 2 or circuits 1? Okay. I think we are good. Okay. Hold on, let me take a quick read. One, but it's different where I live. Oh, okay. Cool. So, as stated, we may be starting a fairly ambitious project today. Mostly because I have no idea how I'm going to approach a lot of it. But that's okay. That's what guts are for. So, give me a sec. So what we are going to have to do is, or what I would like to do is, I would like for us to be able to essentially be able to have chat control the little flippers on the pinball machine. So like, can you like push it forward and you guys keep it up. I want you guys to be able to score, and I want to be able to accept coins for like lives and stuff. So that's why we have a coin acceptor, which I have no idea how to use. So, yippee. This should be trivial, is what I would say. Sure hope you're not going to make the whole table. I believe in you. How hard can it be? Hey, Kerbo! Welcome back, Kerbo. Long time no see. Hopefully you're doing well. Hello, Spikes. And yeah, I imagine it's going to be okay. Surely nothing will go wrong. Nothing has ever gone wrong in the history of going wrong, right? But yes. So, first things first, I think we're going to have to do some soldering. Actually, quite a bit of soldering. So that's what we are going to start on. Because it's a fairly easy place, an approachable place for me to start. Let's see. What else has been going on? Ooh. Hold on. Okay. Okay, that's a bit better. So, what's new with y'all, you know? Anything up with y'all? Because dude, I had such a fun time last night. Such a fun time last night collabing. Like, it was a great time. Like, I am so happy I got the opportunity to collab with Avo. Not only is she wonderful, don't tell her I said that, but she is an absolute joy to be around. So, very happy. Okay, it looks like we start with a 4-pin wire. It looks like it's probably going to be the ground, power, and signal. I'm hoping these are labeled. But, oh, yes, they are. Okay, hold on. Give me just a sec. So, taking a look at the not the silk screen, the writing that's on this guy. Hold on. Oh, I'm not sure if you guys can read that. Give me a second. Flew a plane yesterday, pretty much it. Ooh, what type of plane did you fly? Hi-ho. Will this be a full-size machine or just, you know, Twitch chat size? It will be Twitch chat sized. I don't think I could make a full-size machine unless you gave me an absurd amount of time. Okay, so looks like you guys can read it like this. So we have our 12 volts here. We have our coin, our ground, and our counter. Alright, so what I think we're going to do is we're going to hook up our 12 volts and ground, and then we're going to feed our input of the coin into a ADC to see if we can see the coin. I think that's what we're going to go for. It passed QC. Yes, it did in fact pass QC. Pass QC. Totally not just a random sticker that they put on it. Tried to make a virtual pin cap. That was already a whole lot of work. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But that's okay. That sticker doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I'm fairly aware. Also, how are you doing, Cogs? How's it going? How's it going? You know, what's up? What's new? And I am just going to start getting these things down. I'm fine, why? Oh, I was just asking how you're doing. I had no, like, ulterior motive. Okay. I am going to go ahead and strip down these wires. While we're doing that, I'm going to turn on my soldering station. I don't think we'll be programming too much today, so I can probably cut my keyboard pretty far away. And also, hello, Ziatech. Welcome in. How are you doing, Mr. Ziatech? Okay, I am turning on my soldering station. So soldering station's coming on, and then we need to strip these. Okay. Some pinball solenoids flippers are interesting. They have 2 coils, one thicker than the other thinner, and the rod manually connects to a mechanical electric switch to swap between them. So large coil to slam amps through it to get through it fast, then thinner wire to hold it in place, similar to an ASIC I used in open source ECU for injectors. Wow. Dang, that's very technical. Yeah, so I won't be doing anything that complicated when it comes. I definitely don't have several $100,000 to millions of dollars to spin an ASIC. Oh, thank you so much, Torgamos. Torgamos? Thank you so much for the hydrate. You know, hold on. I wonder if I can let you guys hear. Okay, hopefully you guys were able to at least hear some of it. But yes, we have money, so for the coin acceptors. And I just need to strip these guys down. I've been working with wireless access point and applying for jobs in networking. Ooh, that's cool. Are you trying to look for a job in, like, Cisco-related stuff? Or are you trying to look for a job in just, like, general? Oh, the ASIC for DigiKey for sub $10, but then you need the board, etc. And the injectors have 1 coil. Oh, I mean to design our own ASIC. And also, I'm not really that comfy working on, like, a higher... I'm not really that comfy working on, like, higher voltage and higher energy systems, so I pretty much stick to a fairly fairly low input and output voltage. Okay, that should be more than enough wire. Just want to make sure that these guys are nice and stripped and ready to go. So besides that, let's see. What is up? What is of the ups right now? I've been in a meeting for over 3 hours. That is rough. But on the plus side, at least you're getting paid, I assume, to be there. Okie dokie. Looking good. Okay. Drop frame. Oh, hey, drop frame. How's it going? How's it going? I am gonna connect this guy up. Oh, there we go. Okay, that should be plenty of wire. And again, the reason why I'm stripping out the wire here is that we are going to have to add in a easier input-output, essentially. Like, I'm not going to be able to get something out of this, right? I unfortunately don't have anything that can take this, so I need to strip it and solder something that I can take, which is 18 gauge wire. And there's nothing productive happening at that point in the meeting. Everyone's zoned out. That's kind of true. Like, what's the word? I feel like there's a... In meetings, you should have as few people as possible, and it should be as short as possible. I'm someone who advocates for standing for the entire meeting. That way it can go even faster. Because if everyone is standing, no one wants to ramble on about something longer than they have to. AKA a stand-up. Exactly. That's actually a great idea. Yeesh. Yeesh. Yes, you force them. You force them to stand up. Or you force them to do planks. One of the two. Oh, hello, Maple. Oh, my headpads isn't working. Give me a second. Interesting. Let's see. Give me 37.5 seconds. It's a CDR, critical design review, I imagine. Dry run. Hold on. Bup. Bup. Uh-oh. Interesting. I don't see the command working even though the toggles are working. Okay, give me another second, guys. Sorry. Victim of an hourly long stand-up. Dude, I would not tolerate that. I'm not someone who tolerates... What's the word? I'm not someone who tolerates that type of stuff. And I will gladly call it out whenever someone is doing something they shouldn't be doing. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I guess it just does not want to work at the moment. I'll just disable them, I suppose. Give me a moment. Alright, I'll need to work on the maintainability of that in the future. Worst part of being a manager, hour-long meetings were normal. Yeah, that does not seem good to me. And also, Tormungus, that is so true. Dude, that is so true. Also, Tormungus, Torgemoose. Torgemoose? I'm sorry, how do you pronounce your name? Hasn't stopped me. I still walk out after 30 minutes. What a Chad. Oh, what a Chad, dude. That is absolute Chad behavior. Also, sometimes 30 people stand-ups. 30 people stand-ups is not a stand-up. You should not have a stand-up with more than like 8 people, tops. Or at least it's my opinion. I pronounce it Torgimus, but I've also only ever seen it written, so anything is valid. Okay, nice. How'd you come up with the name Torgimus? Okay, I think that is good. Agile is for stand-up is for agile development. Generally, yes. But I mean in general, like even like longer meetings, you should be able to reduce the number of people in it. And you should also be able to not have to deal with baloney. Okay, I'm just going to cut and prep some wires for this guy. We are plugging it into our... I'm debating how long I want to make these wires. Let's say if I put my control tech there. I'm like trying to visualize where I'm going to put the machine. So like Coinoceptor is going to be like... Okay, so like Coinoceptor's over here. I imagine our host electronics is going to be over here. So it shouldn't need too much length. And then the board is going to be over here-ish. Yes, it shouldn't need too much length. The machine, exactly. Also, hello, Topocato. How's it going? Minor character in Sluggy Freelance. I'm sorry, I'm not actually familiar with Sluggy Freelance. What is that? And let me just strip this guy down. It's 18 gauge wire. Okie dokie. Wow, Torga, that's a deep cut. Wait, why is that a deep cut? Topocato, do you care to explain? It was a big webcomic back in the day. Huh. Yeah, I was... What's the word? Never really exposed to webcomics. Back then. Or not like back then. I don't know when that webcomic was around. I guess it could still be... running right now. No webcomic Sag? Yeah, I'm not like a Homestruck fan or something, I believe is what that's called. Or... What do other people go by? It is still ongoing? Oh, that's cool. That is pretty cool. To have a long-running series is always very cool. Or he doesn't know about Trogdor? I just got home and everything hurts. That's okay, Boulder. You can just chillax and... You can just chillax, read, vibe, you know? And not really worry about anything. Homestuck fans are the kind of ruined the medium for most, myself included. I mostly keep up with girl geniuses these days. Oh, nice. Yeah, so... So, there was one webcomic I read that I read pretty regularly for like a year and change. But hold on 1 second. I guess I'll use green. But before I say what it is, you know, please don't judge me. Please don't judge me. Please don't judge me. Or do. But if you guys have ever heard of a comic called JL8, I think is what it was called. I want to say it was JL8 or JL7. I did follow that webcomic for a long period of time. Or not a long period of time, but at least like a bit over a year. If you, person currently making a Twitch Power Pinball, haven't read Girl Genius, you should really give it a shot. Maybe. The one with the Justice League is cute little kids? Yes! Yes! Yes, Mirrodin. That one. Yes, it's the one about the Justice League and them as, like, kids type thing. I don't know. It's just low stakes, and I'm not a huge fan of high stake. I'm not a huge fan of, like, high stakes, for a lack of a better word. So I'm debating what wire I want to use. I guess I'll just use double green and hope for the best. Okie dokie. It was very fun. Loved the art style too. Yeah, I know, right? And what medium? Sorry, I'm just dropping in. Oh, we were talking about comics, I believe. Okie dokie. Justice League 8 was pretty cool because they used it to fund for charities. Oh, I did not remember that. Okay. Okay, we should be good to start the soldering now. Honestly, I really prefer if I had black wire, though. If I had black wire, that would be better. I would really prefer if we had some black wire. Mr. Wire. Okay, we don't have any black wire. That's okay. That's okay, we round up. I liked it, but I had a hard time navigating it. That's fair. I'm pretty sure it's just like a page, and you just like click the next page. Or at least that's what it was back then. We have crayon. Yes, we do have crown at least. Why does the black wire matter? Just... And also, welcome back, Blame. The black wire just is so I can keep easier track of things. That's more of a personal preference. It's not necessarily... Again, it's not required per se. But I would definitely feel more at ease. More at ease if we had it. So I'm actually looking for a little bit of black wire. Give me a second. Don't even know why that's there. I could also use the DuPonts, but I'm not a huge fan of that. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of any of this. Okay, I'll just use the DuPonts. But the DuPonts soldered together don't make a good bond, but that's okay. Okay, so one more, and then I need a brownish one. Close enough. Okay, that's good soldering. Also, let me know if I'm too much in the way, guys, or anything. And I will be sure to adjust. Or I will try my best to adjust at least. Let's see. What else has been going on? What else has been going on? I really need to get spools of color wired. Again, I'm down to green and yellow. Oh, dude, yeah, same. Someone needs to remind me after stream tonight to buy some stuff. Because I need to replace orders on commonly used materials. And I am at the point where we are running out of the commonly used materials that I like to go through. Center points here-ish. Jarvis. Unfortunately, I don't have a Jarvis. That's from Iron Man, right? I think it is. Anyways, I do want to make sure that we have a good bond here. When would you like the reminder? Immediately. Petition for Ori to make a Jarvis and call it Susan. Guys, I could. Just because I can make something, though, does not mean I should. But then again, that really hasn't ever stopped me. Okay, Ty. Okay, Ty. Thank you, Ty. That is so useful for me. Jeeves, pop to the shops. Okay. Also, ooh, something I want to work on in the near future. You said immediately. Immediately after I finish streaming is what I, like, thought you guys would interpret that as. But that's my fault for mislabeling the command, I guess. Well, that's okay. Dude, I spent all day all day writing documentation, or not like documentation, but like writing like stories and stuff. It's terrible. It is terrible. I hate having to work. I hate having to write documentation. Documentation's not poggers. Put my reminder in the Discord so you'll see it later. Oh, okay. User stories, you use Jira? I don't know. I just use like various different things. Like 90% of the thing has a touch of TISM to be more specific. I mean, yes. Oh, I need to turn on my fume extractor. Give me a second. Ooh, that is not good. I think we're still dealing with some of the problems that we had when we last used this guy to use some rubber. Ori is the most sane person here, and we have science to prove it. That is true. We do, in fact, have Sonic Syndrome results. Or Sonic test results. And I am, in fact, the most sane person in this community. So far. So far. I have yet to... No one who's taken it yet has gotten a lower score. Though someone was close. Someone was pretty close. We have the technology. I still suspect those... I still suspect of those results. What? Why are you suspect of them? I'm not very sane according to those tests. I mean, it's just which Sonic character you're like. There's nothing actually bad. Really innocent. The most sane one of those is the one who eats crayons from... Okay, okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You guys are just dogging on me for a little bit of fun, a little bit of ha-has. Okay. From top down that looks okay. Okay. That test isn't meant for you. Okay. I think that will be good. How can a VTuber who sent the Sonic Syndrome test to people in Discord be the most sane people around? Listen, you know what's worse? Is that, like, it caused a small butterfly and ripple effect that caused other people to take that test. Like, because of the fact that I took it. Because of the fact that I took it, like, there are people out there who took that test, and I feel bad. Like, I want to have positive impacts on people. I want to have a positive impact, right? Like, when I die, I hope that I have had a positive impact on the world. Hello, Simply Faith, welcome in. And I do like tests. Actually, no, I absolutely hate tests. I absolutely abhor tests. But, and you thought you would never have an impact on the world. Dude, okay. So if I die and there's like a starter screen, and also hello, Arkinson. I was very close to Aurea, but she was saner. Yes. Wolf might have made the whole mod team take it because of you. When was this? Oh, this was months ago. So this was back in December. This was late December. And I think... I think a lot of people took that test. So, obviously, it wasn't like my direct effect. But through the butterfly effect, Shumimi, Saidere, and Ellie took the test, I'm pretty sure. Which is just insane to me. But, you might have caused some streaming. Yeah, I know, right? Like, so through the butterfly effect, I have changed history. Indirectly. Yes, indirectly. Like, obviously, I wasn't the I wasn't the causing action. Anyways, this should be fine. I think this will be fine. Yeah, this should be fine. Let's go move on to the next one. Dude, we're gonna have to do so much soldering today, because I'm gonna need to solder most of these. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, Con. It's fine. And also, yeah, Sparks can judge our soldering in real time. But when we do a root cause analysis, yes, when we do a root cause analysis, I will be the reason why. That is correct. But yeah, let's see. What else has been going on? What else has been going on? Okay, yeah, so we took it like a month ago. That's funny. Which test? No, Awful. Awful, please! Also, hello, Awful. Hopefully you're doing well after our collab yesterday. It's called the Sonic Syndrome test. Don't take it. But it's to see which Sonic character you are. It's to see which Sonic character. Was it the Sonic the Hedgehog Sandy test? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Blame. Yes, it was Blame. And also, hello again, Blame. Okay. Sent it to you, Avo. Oh my gatos. That's okay. I don't think I've ever seriously taken the rice purity test. I never really understood that. Oh, hey Jane. Oh my gosh, 30 streams in a row. Holy moly. Holy moly. Thank you so much for the 30 stream streak. That is super cool that you've been around that much. It totally doesn't make me nervous about whatever I'm making at the time. But yeah, so if you guys are just joining in, what we currently are working on is we are doing some soldering. Why do I have a... My mind's telling me no, but my body... That is satisfying. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. I had to do that. Okay. Okay. Dude, it like... Where can I find Ori's results? They're somewhere. But yes, so if you are just tuning in, what we are currently trying to work on is a Twitch-controlled pinball machine. So we got our coin-acceptor that we are currently trying to wire up and get working. And yeah. I think it's going okay so far. We did just start. I'm anticipating this project is going to take us a while, by the way. I'm not sure how obvious that is, but I hope that is obvious to y'all. That this project is a longer project and will take a proportion of time that is representative of the effort that we'll have to do. It is certainly not going to be a one-day stream or a 2-day. But you know, nothing like me deciding something near a few... near a project start and then being committed to it for the next several weeks. It's my favorite thing. Oh no, what project takes time? Oh no, the project takes time. What am I ever going to do now? I know exactly, right? Let's see. What else? Oh, I do have a future project idea that I wanted to do based on the collab that I had yesterday. With the lovely Ava Chato. And I do want to make that potentially in the future, but it is what it is. We shall see when that happens, if ever. Because a lot of projects get thought of and have their opportunities to come and go as they please. Okay, and then... white. Okie dokie, white and white. I'm really looking forward to seeing you do a multi-week project. Me too. I generally, if I could choose a project length, I generally prefer that our projects wrap in, projects that we work on. I really like finishing them in 3 streams, if possible. If it's a, super big project, like the BattleBots, for instance, or something else, I don't mind if the project lasts longer. but I would still drastically prefer the other way. Okay, it's a little too messy for my cup of tea. Okay. Oh, guys, I also need to go, like... Okay. Okay. I need to go shopping this weekend. And I need to go to the mall. And I'm not looking... Okay. Like, part of me is looking forward to it. But the other part of me is not because, like, people scary. What kind of shopping? I have to shop for the upcoming trip that I have. So I have an upcoming trip in about a month to go somewhere. And I need to shop for that trip. And I just need to get, like, tons of stuff at the mall. Or somewhere. People still go to the mall? Yeah. Where else am I gonna get pretzels? Where else am I going to buy a metric ton of pretzels? If not the mall. Okay, there we go. Any one of several thousand websites. Costco. Costco doesn't have pretzels, do they? Wait, does Costco sell, like, hot pretzels? Or Bulk Barn. I've never heard of the Bulk Barn. So I think that... Yeah, that solder joint looks fine. Let's go ahead and move onward. But yes, so I need to, like, just, like, get some dresses and some other stuff for it. I don't think Costco sells pretzels anymore. That's sad. I would definitely be significantly more happier if I was able to have lots of pretzels. Because, I don't know, I'm fat. I thought you meant the cracker type? Oh, no, why would I? Why? Dude, okay, listen. No. We need to have a quick discussion. Dude, guys. We need to have a quick discussion. I'm sorry. I must make this a quick discussion, okay? We have to have a little quick discussion, okay? Listen, people who like the cracker versions of pretzels, aka not the hot, delicious pretzels, and you're like, oh man, I can't wait to have this yummy Wetzel's pretzel or Aunt Annie's or whatever pretzel. But the stupid, dry, terrible things that come in those, like, translucent plastic containers, they are terrible, guys. They are terrible. It's an abomination, okay? Listen, look into my eyes, okay? Look into my eyes. Okay? It's an abomination, okay? It's an abomination, okay? It's an abomination. And if you think that, if, like, I don't necessarily hate them, but, like, they do not deserve to be called pretzels, okay? Pretzels are a special thing. This comes from a crown eater, by the way. Okay, listen, I may eat crowns, but I eat pretzels correctly, okay? I eat pretzels correctly. Okay, that's it. Apologies. I was just a little passionate about that, you know? Also, Cyboz, thank you for the first message. Feel better now? No. No, I don't feel any better, but that's okay. My wife and I made homemade pretzels. They're goated. Yes, they are. Okay, I just need to calm down. Just calm down, Ori. It's fine. I'm scared of Ori being around boiling oil, though. No, I don't want to stock up on pretzels, but... Okay, so I don't want to stock up on pretzels because they sound good, right? Oh, thank you for the hydration check. I will hydrate, thank you. Cheers. Also, thank you so much for following, Cyboss. I hope you have a good time for however long you are here, whether it be 3 minutes, 3 seconds, 3 years, 3 decades, 3 eternities, or minus 3 seconds, I suppose, if you could travel back in time. But yes, so I'm not wanting to get like stale pretzels, but whenever I am at the mall, I must do some certain things, okay? Like, I go to the same mall that I've always gone to for, like, the past, like, 300-something years, okay? The past, like, 300-something years, I've gone to the same mall. And I always get, like, one of the cookies from the Great American Cookie thingy. And I always get, like, a pretzel. And usually, second time here, last time I worked on the GeoChat. Oh, nice! Dude, I was so happy the GeoChat integration thing worked. I was very happy with that. And welcome back. Yes. Yes, yeesh. But I always make sure to get a pretzel. Again, like, pretzel is a must-have, okay? And not like the pretzel bites. I'm not a huge fan of the pretzel bites, to be perfectly honest. They're okay, but but the pretzel and the sugar cookie. I love pretzel and sugar cookie, okay? That's what I get every time. And if I'm not able to get that, I'm sad. Like, part of the reason why I go there is just so I can have that pretzel. There's something special about a fresh pretzel from the mall. Do you think I eat mustard, Cogs? I'm not a mustard eater. I'm unfortunately a ketchup type of person. You know, I appreciate your passion and strong opinions about things. Listen, I don't... What's the word? What's the word, Jane? I've always said similar. Like, I don't care what you're passionate about so long as you are passionate about something. Like, it could be super passionate. Are you a savory or sweet pretzel drip kind of person? Pretzel with salt or not? I do like salt, and of course I like it with butter, or I prefer it with butter. Okay, let's get this guy attached. It's okay, we are doing good. I've never had fresh pretzels. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Cynic. You really should if you get the opportunity. Like, they are very Gouda. Okay. It's okay. That's okay. Oof, you're missing out on something? Yeah. You may be missing out on something, but that's okay. You know, that's okay. It's okay. We can't all be perfect. Great, now I want pretzels. Exactly! Right? Like, pretzels are just something you get when you're at the mall. They also have a candy store at the mall that I go into, and I also buy candy, but I'm not a child. They don't seem as common over here. Oh, interesting. Luckily, they are pretty common where I am, I would say. Though I am lucky, I get to experience quite a few things. I just came from the dentist, and now I'm snacking on Starburst jelly beans. Oh no. Not... Wait, aren't you not supposed to, like, eat, like, chewy things after dental work? Or am I just, like, freaking out about nothing? One of the malls to me has a crepe place. Oh, dude, I love crepes as well. But I haven't really had a good place to go for it. Good thing in Germany we got bakeries everywhere, so it's not hard to find one within walking distance. Oh, okay. Nice. They said don't eat or drink until the numbness goes away. That's more or less so you don't accidentally, like, bite yourself, I'm pretty sure. I guess everything just sets quicker now. Oh, dude. Have you guys ever had teeth pulled by pliers before? Like, just, like, straight up pliers? Like, they just get, like, a giant pair of pliers, just like dish, and you're like, come here. You know? I'm sorry. It came to mind. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. Vice grips. No, when I was a kid. Nope. Okay, so it looks like it's about a 50-50. So I obviously have had a tooth or two pulled by pliers. It's more just we did the door thing as a kid. I never did the door thing. Sounds like some childhood trauma. Oh no, I don't have childhood trauma from that. Don't worry. That is a bit less put together than I... Come on. I'm trying to get the... Gosh, usually the more you try to do it, the worse it gets, which is what we're seeing here. Hold on. Gosh, it's like a little art form. Give me a second. I may just re-strip it and solder it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Took a while, but we got a good one. I got cursed with bad teeth by my parents. It's okay. Dolphin human hybrids don't have good teeth either. I think luckily I haven't lost them yet. Like, I haven't lost any of my my adult dolphin teeth yet. However, I'm pretty sure my dad got dentures when he was like 20 something, like 22. And my mom wasn't much better off. So unfortunately, dental things, it's okay. Human hybrid dolphins don't have the greatest dental records, I suppose. Give me a sec. I'm gonna wrap this guy around. The dentist isn't that expensive, luckily. That's good to hear. It's better that the dentist is affordable. Okay. Gosh, now I'm thinking about bunches of things in the past. I really want to go to the mall and eat a pretzel now. What if I did that, like, right now? I just, like, stop midstream. We just stop. We go grab... Okay, hear me out. We just all pretend that we're still here, okay? We all pretend that we're still here. Nod. And then we just actually go and grab pretzels. Take us with you. I am afraid of taking you guys physically places. I am physically physically taking you guys places. I'm afraid, given some of you guys' particular talents, that you guys would instantly know where I was. Given I saw your guys' GeoGuessrs results. Yeah, that seems a bad idea unless you're traveling, yeah. We're Twitch chat, you can't take us anywhere. That's true. Just audio. It's 30 minutes past midnight. I can't go out and get pretzels. But what if you could? I know where you are. You're on the internet. Oh, dude, you're so true. So true, bestie. Okay. Okay. Now I need to solder these guys. So let's take a quick look at these. Hold on. Let me see if I can just pop off one. Yes, I'm on twitch.tuvalu. Okay. So, pop. Okay. So this is a touch sensor. That is not a capacitive-based touch sensor. It is just a force-based touch sensor. So whenever anything touches against this, against like this entire surface, anywhere where there's like red, it should, with indications, send out a signal. And that's what we want to be taking account of. So essentially, how we are going to measure hits and stuff is going to be based on this, or based on a system similar to this. Um, things will make more sense as we get the system more and more together. I hope. Also, I have a pretty good idea of your city based on historical knowledge. What? Wait, what? The lost city of Atlanta? 1 second. Okay, I am back. Alright, more soldering. But that is the plug handled. I won't say more than that. Okay, Brink, DM me later. Or are you checking her front door for Brink? Yeah, that's where Brink's... Again, you can't dox yourself if you don't even know where you live. Also, Brink, you don't actually know, right? Or do you? If you do, that's fairly impressive, but at the same time, Monka. I'm going to cable manage this a little. Just a little bit. Because it will bother me otherwise. Okie dokie. I have her full address and she can't confirm that. She doesn't know it. Okay. Listen, I may not know my address, but I know how to get home, okay? Finding people based on their digital footprint used to be a part of my job. Okay, hold on. Wait. Send me where you think I am. Over Discord. I'm curious. I am waiting. One sec, finding my notes. Oh my gosh, there's notes? See, my community is talented. Eek. Notes on you. Dossier. Yeah, the dossier. Okay. Didn't you make notes on us? Perhaps. Y'all, I do this for fun. Y'all, I find my streamer for fun. Y'all, I find my streamer in real life for fun. Okay, there we go. That should at least help partially. Probably one more set. I think one more zip tie makes sense in this case. I'm not going to make this like super clean, but I am going to make the zip ties and stuff like at least passable for now. Just because I don't want the wires going everywhere, and I have a feeling we're going to need quite a bit of wires. Most streamers are findable, but you really shouldn't respect people's privacy. I swear, Judge, it's a hobby. I plead, I'm just a silly little guy. Judge, I plead, I'm just a silly little guy. Therefore, it's fine. Okay. Especially when they show you your LinkedIn page. No, that is not correct. You are not even close, buddy. Good try, though. Even if it was, I wasn't going to, like, say anything, obviously, but I can straight up tell you you're wrong. It's just straight up wrong. Whew. Good. My my putting fake misinformation on the internet also works. Yep, that's right, City. She's covering cow covering now? What? Okay. There we go. Anyways, we have a lovely 4-pin cable that we made. Look, this is quality, okay? This is quality. Look at this guy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this quality, okay? This could go on airplanes, or better yet, rocket ships, or satellites, or whatever. I've seen worse on a plane. Okay, that's not good. I really hope you haven't seen like this on a plane, because even if I was making something for a plane, like, not that I ever would, but like, jeez. I hope they would do better. I could, but it could, but only once. Yeah, that's fair. Give me a sec. Okay. It could go on a Boeing. That's okay. I heard Boeing has a very lovely retirement plan. Okay. So I'm going to attach some header pins. So for those of you who may or may not be in the know, these are header pins, and they should fit into these pretty okay. And then we're going to essentially fire through a whole bunch of soldering, I hope. So we shouldn't need helping hands for this part. We should just be able to put it in this. So let's see what we can do. Guys, I'm in such a good mood. Thank you guys so much for being around today, by the way. I'm having a fun time chatting. And also, I had such a fun time last night. I had such a fun time last night. It was such a good time. It was such a good time. Ah! Okay, hold on. I need to pull and pull. There you go. Okay. It shouldn't take us too long. 3 streams in a row. Yes. Great week so far. Oh my gosh, it has been 3 streams. I feel like I've streamed a lot this month. At this rate, Boeing should rename themselves Boeing and make inflatable aircraft. That would be awesome. Would be pretty gangster. You know, I'm pretty gangster myself. As I've said before, I'm gangster, I'm evil, I am everything else. Anyways, while working on a pinball project, any pinhead here? I'm sorry, pinhead? Who are you calling a pinhead? Okay. Here we go. Also, dude... Oh, pinhead, pinball enjoyer. I don't not enjoy pinball, but it's something I have to be in the mood for. It's something I definitely have to be in the mood for. And I'm gonna have to make these, so it's gonna take a bit. Apologies about that. But we can just chit-chat, you know? Chitty-dee-dee, chat-chat. Just enjoy our time together. Let's see. I'm a Cenobite. I don't know what a Cenobite is. But sure. I'm having a bit of a rough day, but the stream is helping. That's so good to hear, LM Dragon. I hope your day is able to go just a little bit better. What do our flippers look like, and what is the pinball machine theme? So, so the flippers we are going to be making, I am not sure of the theme quite yet. No, actually, Brink, we are not actually using cardboard for, well, the theme might be cardboard, but we are not actually using cardboard for the flippers. The idea was to kind of branch out a bit and do some 3D modeling to make the flippers ourselves. Because why not? Yes. Yes, exactly. There was a question that I asked earlier. Um, oh, thank you so much for gifting a sub, Brink. That was very nice of you and appreciated, but never necessary. What the heck? Um, Thank you. Would it be too whimsical for it to look like dolphin flippers? Maybe. We aren't using cardboard. That's more than $5, but oh well. That's okay. Or well, I mean, barbar. But anywho, um, balsa wood. Unfortunately, I don't have any balsa wood. I'm kind of curious how much we can. Oh my gosh, I bit my tongue. I'm kind of curious how much we can actually do in 3D modeling. Like, I know in theory we could do like absolutely everything, but my printer kind of has its limitations in regards to that. Do we have a 3D printer? Yes. Yes, we have a 3D printer. We have a Bamboo P1S. We have a Bamboo P1S available to us. And we have some of the best people in the world when it comes to 3D printing. Wolf with Sword, Alex. And then we have wonderful machine people. We have Boulder. We have Goblins. We even have like other talented people. We have other talented people who make more complicated stuff like Thai, but yeah. Oh, thank you so much for following, Lane VT. Also, your name seems super familiar. Why does your name seem familiar? Why does your name seem familiar? It does, I just don't know why. Why does your name seem familiar? But hello, welcome in. I hope you have a good time for however long you are here. And also, hello, Sifo. Welcome in. How are you doing? Hi. Oh, you have little Oni horns. I see. How's it going? How's it going? Okay, I'm just... And you're doing good? That's good to hear. I'm also doing exceptionally well today. Oh my gosh, though. Okay, so... Guys... Did I tell you guys that my dad kind of, like... Maybe he does... I don't know if he does this on purpose, but he may... He likes... maybe one-upping me by chance. He bought a 3D printer. And it's a nice 3D printer. Like, he bought, like, the nicest, like, multi-filament thingy. Yeah, so he bought, like, the nicest multicolor filament printer. In the same brand. Which one? Whatever the... I don't know. Whatever the advanced model is of the P1S. Not, like, it's not P1S, it's the new generation of it. But whatever that is. And he bought it with the multi-filament color thing. But yeah, I feel like he always... he kind of always either beats me to the punch on things, or he is just, like, outdoes me, for a lack of a better word. And that is a little bit on how I am feeling in regards to some of it. Cool dad. Yeah, my dad is cool, but again, can he cook? Yes, my dad can cook very well. My dad is very good at cooking. Does he have a fork? Yes, he has a fork. Does he eat crowns? No, he doesn't eat crowns. You're never gonna let me live that down, are you? Hold on. I want this to be as small as possible, so... like this? Okay. So this is how I'll be attaching it. Is his name Susan? No, his name is not Susan. I'm at the mall getting pretzels. Are you actually at the mall getting pretzels? Also, hello, Wacky. How are you doing? Make sure to crunch Wacky. I mean, I would never crunch Wacky. Okay. No, don't crunch, wacky. Stopped on the way home. I am so jealous. I'm so jealous. Is this the Susan I've been hearing so much about? No, okay? Listen, it's just my dad got the new printer and he's been like running prints for like hours upon hours straight. Or he give me 6 months and $3,000 and I can build you a printer you can nod out to. I appreciate that offer, but that seems a little much for me. I feel like I'm more of a breadth than depth type person. I feel like I generally excel at breadth, not depth. Anyways, so we are going to solder these guys. Let me clean up my soldering iron, though, because it is slightly dirty. By slightly dirty, it's extremely dirty. And I have not been taking good care of it, and I'm going to have to replace the tip soon. I mean, technically the tip's fine, and if the tip's fine, it's going to be fine, but... Okay. Hold on, give it a minute. Alex, how much for an SLS? Oh, thank you so much, Frogiano? Frogiano. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you have a good time for however long you are here. Okay, I just need to get this guy attached. Okay, I am just trying to clean off the soldering iron a bit before retinning it. Okay, that's looking better. Hold on. Not great. Not great, but this is workable. This is definitely fine. This will definitely do for production. Flood it with solder a few more times and it will be fine. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Give me a sec. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. But it should be fine. It should be fine. I'm gonna continue. The only reason that I'm paying so much attention to it is because these are, like, kind of small. They're kind of a small amount of... pin that we are soldering to. But let's go ahead and get this guy attached. And then hopefully we'll be able to, after we finish soldering this, get our coinoceptor working without too much issue. Also, guys, I have another confession. I have another small confession. I haven't been sending memes. I'm taking a break from sending memes. And, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if I'm announcing my meme retirement, but, I'm just not sending as many memes lately. Okay. There you go. Is this good enough? Alright, Sparks, is this past the test for you? Okay, you guys are gasping. Does this pass the test for you? You're already memed your way into a collab, so I think a vacation is good. That is kind of true. She got the Avo she got the Avo collab and was satisfied with the meme gambit. That's not true. Okay, needs a bit of flux, but I'd let that pass. Okay. Needs a bit of flux. Okay. So you're saying it needs to be flown a bit better, is that correct? I am always trying to improve my work. Well, not work, but you know what I mean. Improve the craft. Ah. Oh my gosh, I just scattered everything to the winds. Okay, that's fine. Okie dokie. 1 second. Let me make sure my Discord tones are off just in case you guys can hear it. Give me just a sec. Up, up, up. And up, up, up. Okay, excellente. You can call the project the work. You can call your project the work. Metal workers do it all the time. Maybe. Posted pretzel in Discord. Dude, I'm jealous. I wish I had a pretzel right now. I would give... How much would I give for a pretzel? The surface finish is dull, and that can be temp, flux, or fork. It's usually flux, and temp is close second. Solder quality is a third. Okay. Okay, dokie. Let's get this guy attached. Okay. Okay, Sparks. Oh. Is this one fine? Or no, same issue? Are we having the same issue still? Is this overflown too much? Better but not perfect. Okay. It's okay. We can make it better. We can rebuild it stronger. We can rebuild it stronger, okay? Don't worry, we'll get better soon. We are the best solderers. We are the best engineer, we're the best solderers. You've got a lot of attempts. Yeah, I got a lot of attempts left. Also, dude, consider, like, my first few, like, soldering adventures. I feel like we've gotten significantly better. Like, heck, before you even, like, were here, Sparks, like... Wait, Linted, are you here this morning? Good morning, Linted, are you out there? Linted can attest to just how bad some of it was. I'm trying to get this guy to stack straight. I would have believed you soldered professionally at this point. It's not good enough. Okay. We need to say, I can't believe that's not soldered. Okay. Same thing. Iron's a bit messy. Give me a sec. Okie dokie. Okay, so Linted's not here. But the first few solder joints that I've did were absolutely, like, beyond atrocious. Like, I wasn't, like, dripping solder onto it. Like, I wasn't, like, dripping onto it and just hoping that it would stay. So it wasn't that bad. But, ooh, this isn't getting the pad. Hello? Oh, no. Lack of flux. Yeah, you used to drip it on the map all the time. I remember those lack of flux. Dark days. That's okay. That's okay. You're my QC guy. You're QC guy. You're on point, okay? Cogs is getting us pretzels, okay? I cannot... Hold on. Can I see issue with this? I cannot see issue with this one. So please let me know where it's wrong. If it's the same thing, let me know. Okie dokie. Anyways, let's just continue it. Onwards. Onwards and upwards, as they would say. I need to take a quick drink of water, though, before I continue. Oh, no one's redeeming my hydration. Okay. Excellent. I'm gonna die of dehydration, guys. It's all over. It's all gonna be over. It's okay. You guys are all the same chatter. I know how it is. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's get this guy attached. Oh, yes. So my dad, though, with the 3D printer thing. So with the 3D printer thing that's been going on, again, he recently got a, like, brand new printer, as I was saying, but he doesn't know how to operate it. He has no idea on how to operate it, and my brother-in-law and I keep having to, my brother-in-law and I keep having to, like, go over to the house to fix whatever he does wrong with the printer. Also, posture is good, thank you. And thank you for the hydration check, Ty. See, that's why they pay you the big bucks. I'm not proud of this one, though. Okay, here. So now your tech support. Yeah, but he's like... He's already jammed the extruder, and he's already done some kind of Monka stuff. Some kind of Monka stuff with the printer. Okay, here you are. Oh, no, this is bad. I can tell this is bad. This guy's bad. Anyhow, it will work for prod, but it won't work for me. I'm finally done with work. Very nice. Who's breaking their printer? My dad. My dad is breaking his printer. You called it out before I said anything. Yeah, jammed the extruder on a bamboo printer. That's impressive. Yeah, so unfortunately... Also, hello, Random Logic. Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing A-okay today. Wait, is that actually impressive? Because I don't... Unfortunately, I think he, like... He broke off a piece of a filament in the line. He broke off a piece of filament in the line, and it kind of got, like, caught in between it. And it stopped printing, and he lost, like, a 16-hour print. Whoopsies. Whoopsie daisies, as the kids would say. Depending on the details, it's not that actually hard. Yeah, but he doesn't put, like... And we have told him, by the way, he doesn't put what type of material it is or the colors, so he'll regularly print A, the wrong color, or B, he will make it the wrong temperature. Yeah. Yeah, oh no, yeah, exactly, Monka. Yeah, so his stuff is a little Monka. But he is enjoying the hobby. How do we not have Monka? I don't know. Good morning, Linted. Good morning, Linted. So, Linted here, he basically negatively reinforced me with a disgusted face whenever I soldered poorly. And that's what made me better at soldering. Yeah, that face right there. That face, that Pikachu face, whenever I would solder, it would just always come out. You're welcome. Yeah. Like, you and Sparks and you are the primary reasons why I've gotten better at soldering. So troll you. So trolling you is helping you. Generally, it does, right? I would say doing it to the point where it's not, like, mean. But, yar. Don't be, I went and got the same emote. Yeesh. Hold on. Dude, I'm having problems today keeping this guy. Hold on. 1 sec. Oh, shoot. Okay, 1 second. Spilled some water. Give me a second. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. Okay, hold on. Let me give a... I don't think that tip looks that bad. Anyways, give me a second. I have to re-tin. Oh, they call it tin. They call it re-tinning because solder's mostly tin. Wait, is that why they call it tinning? Wait. Is that why they call it tinning? Yes. Oh my gosh, dude, I did not know that. Why are you guys throwing the dots? Why are you guys throwing the dots? Why are you throwing the dots? Or you're adorable. Oh, I don't get it. Did I miss something? That's our streamer. Don't worry about it. Congrats on learning something new. Good. Thank you. Thank you, goblins. Also, goblins, can I just say something about you? It's a positive quality. It's a positive quality. Sure. You are a person I trust a lot when it comes to giving honest feedback about something. I feel like you never gas me up, and I appreciate that. And I just wanted to call that out, and I appreciate you. Notters. That is it. The timing is now. You can gaslight her with impunity. Yes, the timing is now. Yeah, I did consider it. Wait, you did consider, like, gaslighting me? Yeah, now you've given him free reign. Oh, should I have not done that? Was that a mistake? Chat, was that a mistake? I hope it wasn't. A bit. That's okay. That's okay. I trust a vast majority of you guys. Pretty much everyone who's here, I trust. I don't know who all is here right now, but this is when some, like, first-time chatters are like, hey, do you trust me? And, like, I trust you. But I have integrity, sadly. Dude, integrity is so rough sometimes. Okay. Surprise trust fall. Oh, hello, System Pitch. Welcome in. Don't think we'll be doing any trust falls, though. No offense. You can trust chat sometimes. That's slightly slanted, but that's okay. Again, all of these, like, are going to be extremely like, none of these are going to be dysfunctional. I'm just being... Well, actually, this one might be, but, it should be fine. Should be fine. And again, we're just having to solder all of these because we are going to need, like, multiple different sensors to see whenever we go over something. And also, there is a chance depending on how ambitious, we do get a little ambitious here. We do get a little ambitious. We do get just a tiny bit ambitious. We might do some infrared tracking to determine scoring points. I don't follow entirely. How are you going to use them? Okay, so if you have touch sensors, you're able to get a signal out whenever something touches it. So, if our pinball... One second. If our pinball makes contact with it... So, if our pinball makes contact with it or something that is attached to it, it will send a signal whenever it is reached. So whenever it touches, boom, it will send a signal. And yeah. So if we line these up in such a way that we either have them on the floor, so like as you roll over it, you are detected, or if you like bounce against it, you'll be able to get a signal out. And from there, you can basically do anything. Again, the way that I tend to... The way that I try to approach things is like a hackathon, even though I've never participated in a hackathon. And I feel like just getting small, like, subunits of stuff working is the way. Even better, you get a signal out of those whenever the capacitance charges, so as long as the pinball is metal and close to the sensor, it will trigger. No way. Linted, I did not even think about that. I'm gonna keep it $1.50. I did not think of it in that way. So in theory, or did you test it triggering? Oh no, I've used these before. I've used these a few times before on the channel for different things. It should be on any physical contact, but we can test it in a bit. We'll test it once we're done soldering. Which shouldn't be too long from now. But I'm kind of enjoying just soldering, talking, vibing, you know? I hope you guys are able to have an okay time too during it. And also, hello, Dr. Osaka. I forgot to say hi. But hi. Dude, maybe I'm finally getting, like, used to streaming. Maybe I'm finally getting used to, like, streaming for longer than 2 hours. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty gangster. I do live vibes. Yeesh. Zeotech. Okay, Zeotech. It's been a year. It has been a year. Yeah, it basically has been a year since we've started streaming. Okay, it's slightly poorly flown and underflown there. Okay. Yeah, Sparks has been around for 8 months. 24-hour stream V2 this Friday. I would prefer not to do a 24-hour stream. Also, you know who is having a live stream, though, in a 24-hour bit? A certain Avocado. A certain Avocado is having one. You should go check her calendar. I believe it's in the very, very, very near future. So Yar, give that a look when you have the opportunity. Okay, hold on. Sorry, struggling plugging this guy in, because I am apparently a noodle. Oh, dude, I could really go for some chicken noodle soup. Awesome. Okay. So, guys, while we are talking about certain things, if you had to make a last meal, like, what is it, a last supper? Or, thank you for the hydration, I will hydrate. Cheers. Okay. Chicken noodle soup is great. It's such a good backup food. It is a goated. Before execution, yes. So if you could get it from absolutely anywhere and have it fresh, and have it, like, absolutely fresh, what would you guys choose? And if you were able to get multiple different parts, like, I've talked about, like, me going to multiple different restaurants to get, like, drinks, sides, and, like, a main. But, yeah, I'm kind of curious where y'all would tend to lie. Like, people who watch, you know. Okay, this is just going to be a bad job, I can tell you already. This one is not going to be a good job. Okay. Or Wagyu steak. Are we factoring in presentation gimmicks? No. We are not factoring in presentation gimmicks. Probably some dry aged ribeye with a whole pepper, corn, nutmeg, cream dipping sauce. Ooh. I can't have... I'm not sure if I can have nutmeg, actually, but the rest sounds very good. Oh, no, wait. This is a short. I need to fix this. Okay, that should work. Okie dokie. I'm definitely a big fan of pizza, but I'm not sure if I would want pizza to be my last meal, you know? But even mac and cheese would be alright. Craft dinner is good. My mom's Taiwanese beef soup. Beef noodle soup. Very nice. Okay, we have a few more. Oh, the reason why we're making so many of these is A, they break very easily, and B, sometimes they don't work. So I'd rather just be safe than sorry than have to solder more, because setting up the process just takes a while, right? So that's why we are doing a bunch of soldering right now. We solder so future us doesn't have to. So future Ori doesn't say, heck you, past Ori, for not doing X. There was a shawarma place up by a Jordanian couple. That would definitely be up there for me. Ooh, interesting. Lebanon, bone marrow, halibut, and stuffed grape leaves, probably. Stuffed grape leaves? Dude, are you, Linted, are you like a... Okay, hold on. Linted, I could see, like, Socrates asking for that for his last meal. Like, I'll take a bit of bone marrow, you know, some halibut, and stuffed grape leaves. Maybe I'm crazy. I am crazy, but not like that, you know. Stuffed grape leaves are so good. I've actually never had them. There's so many good foods I can think of. I don't think I'd be able to eat them all. It's mostly Lebanese food. Oh, okay. Nice. I don't know. I probably want a very good, like, shake. No, I think I've said this before. I kind of want to go out the way that I lived. So maybe something like super common. I don't know. It always makes you wonder. Always makes you wonder what the right thing is to go with here. Borgor? Yes, a Borgor. A In-N-Out Borgor, blame. A In-N-Out Borgor sounds absolutely delicious. In-N-Out 4x4 animal style with animal style fries and a vanilla shake. Holy moly. That's a lot of food. Isn't a 4x4 4 meat, 4 cheese? I've never had In-N-Out. In-N-Out is so good, dude. In-N-Out is so good. Have a fun stream, an interesting stream. Yes, see you later, Tuck Tuck. Tuck. Reevaluations, yes. Okay. Also, hello, reevaluations. It's okay. I don't know. I've never really, I would add a Flying Dutchman to it to make a 6x6. My location won't do more than a 4x4. Okay, so I only know that because... Is it bad to feed a dog a Flying Dutchman? No context for people who don't know In-N-Out. It's probably not good for them. But I honestly don't see the appeal of In-N-Out, but I don't really eat beef, so all I get is their fries and shakes. The onions are the only things. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought the Flying Dutchman was just the patties and cheese. Maybe I'm crazy. Well, I am crazy, but not like that type of crazy. You know. Yeah, no. In and out is nothing to write home, but it's there. Yes, that's true. Listen, what's more important, something to be consistently there or something to be the best food that you've ever had a single time or a few times in your life? I guess it's all about how you tend to enjoy life, right? Like, when going through life, are you guys trying to maximize, like, super cool experiences? Or are you guys trying to maximize, like, your overall happiness day to day? Because this is also something I think about quite often. Like, if it's better to maximize, like, your happiness under the curve over a length of time, or if there's, like, specific events in your life that you should look back and be like, wow, that one time I stayed at the Four Seasons Hotel, that was so cool. Type thing. I'm just trying to make it through the day. That's valid. That's heckin' valid. Slightly underflowed. Spark slightly underflowed? Same issue, I think, with the rest of them. Experiences without payment, better ones, unique ones, are hard to come by. That's fair. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. I try to optimize the happiness power curve. See, Choju, I try to do similar. Sorry, I missed it. I'm playing the longest drive. Why are... Okay, first of all, Sparks, you're not streaming at the moment, are you? Second of all... Second of all... Nope, okay. I don't know. Is that game fun just by itself? And thank you so much for following, Adrian. I hope you have a good time for however long you are here. Whether that be 3 hours, 3 days, 3 years, 3 seconds, or negative 3 I don't know. 3 microseconds, 3 picoseconds, 3 nanoseconds, 3 yotoseconds. Choose your favorite unit of time. As many cool experiences as I can, but honestly, a lot of these days are just survival mode. I do feel that. I feel like... I mean, that's life though, right? Like, you do have to... I mean, it's the good and the bad, and then you do obviously have to... You kind of have to contribute to society in some way, right? You have to provide value some way. Or why should you, you know, be getting food, be getting shelter? Maybe that's a bad take. That might be a bad take, but... Oh my gosh, that is such a bad starter job. Hi. Hello, Happy Goat. But do you? I would say I do. You don't have to change the world. You don't have to change the world, but there's something to be said about maintaining it. Keep in mind that we're all just blind people, like, kind of hecking our way through lives. And how are you doing, Happy Goat? Mr. Happy Goat? Or Mrs. Happy Goat? Or Lord Happy Goat? I don't know. Let's get this guy attached. Should have no problems. Get this guy attached. More soldering. Rear Admiral Happy Goat. Rear Admiral. Oh, nice. Is he gonna command the Battle of Midway? That's a funny World War II joke for y'all. When I was underwater. The fun choice is Eldritch being Happy Goat. Oh, yes, that's true. Does the contribution you make have to be for the benefit from... It can be in other ways, obviously. I mean, you do set your own benefits. Also, hold on, I think I'm having some slight issues. with reflow. Give me a moment. It's fine. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more, and then we will be done. We have 7 more. Okay. Do a nice little stretch. And we got this. And again, for those of you who may just be joining in, what we are currently working on is we are trying to work on a Twitch chat controlled pinball machine. We are currently working on soldering our sensors. So that is what we are focusing our energy and efforts on. Turkeys are done, people are finished, according to one teacher in middle school. That's an interesting thing. My goal is to not change the world, but you can still be proud of the changes that you do make to it. Interesting. I feel like... I don't know. I feel like I want to try, at least. To give it a try. To see if I can. But that usually... I don't know. That feels like a guiding ethos for me. To see if I can. Because I can. That is my guiding ethos. Or guiding pathos? Because it's not an ethical code. Okay. I changed the world once. I didn't like the change. I changed the world once. I didn't really like the change, so I quit that job. Okay, Linton, when you say something like that, that is awfully dark. I'm not sure. That seems like just the tiniest bit dark. Like, I changed the world for the worse. I am actually the person who made TikTok a thing. As Ty said, by streaming, you're probably helped the community, so that's at least that. Yeah. Yeah. Made exploding lemons. But why explode lemons? I just don't see the purpose. Why not? I don't know. Why would you want to in the first place? Oh, give me a second. Bup. Bup. And then bup. And bup. There we go. Much better. Okay. Didn't know we were already through our music first pass. Also, Gideon Ear, are you here at the moment? Gideon Ear, are you here at the moment? Mr. Gideon Ear. Is there a Mr. Gideon Ear here? Because explosions are fun? Yes. Okay, so Gideon, have you seen the camera die? I know that I've told you, but like, it feels good not having the camera die on us randomly, right? Don't get me wrong, if I do get the opportunity to change the world, then I'll take it, but my goal is to be happy and not be evil. That's fair. Not to make a world a better place. Well, that's interesting. All those data points are useless now. I think I saw the camera die on Monday. Interesting. It shouldn't have. The camera says it's full battery, I think. Hold on. We're checking. Yes. This was solved 2 weeks ago. No? Yes, it was solved a few weeks ago. But it's just... I don't know. It's just nice that I don't have to worry about charging the battery before, and we don't have to like get up when we're in a groove of things. Though I do kind of miss the comedic timing of the camera just randomly turning off. Oh yes, you're correct, Ty. That did happen. I do recall something like that. Or he wants to bask in past accomplishments. Okay. Thanks, goblins. Make it a redeem to cut your power. Oh, it's the Michael Reeves of VTubers. Yes, it is. Hello, welcome in. How's it going, VREX Gray? We're just doing some soldering at the moment. Hopefully you are doing just dandelions today. On this fine Wednesday. Make a redeem to cut. I could make a redeem to cut power, but I'd have to, like... No offense, but I would have to... Trying to fix my game. Oh, okay. You got it. I believe in you. There are several people here who are very good with software. I'm not sure if they're good with game dev, though. Sounds like a once-a-stream. Daffodils are out, and trout, lily, periwinkles, and bluebells? Huh? Wanna try dipping the pins in flux for the next one? I don't have flux on my desk right now. And I'm very comfy. Like, I'm actually... Dude, I'm so comfy at the moment. Like, I'm just so comfy. Like, I'm maximum over comfy at the moment. Setting GLSI shader coding language. It's so weird. Oh, thank you for the hydration check. I will hydrate. Delicious. TV static. I love TV static. So, VREX, inquiring minds would like to know. Inquiring minds need to know, Mr. VREX. Are you a student, or are you just doing the game making thing on the side for fun? I want to slightly turn this guy down. Ever so slightly. There we go. Or for work. Yeah, you could be doing it for work. You definitely could be doing it for work, especially if you're trying to track down bugs. I imagine that's a majority of a developer's time. Actually, that's not true. Developers have to develop features. We never get to fix bugs. IDK if I'm ever change the world on a large scale, but I do hope to leave. That's good. I do a bit of modding in Unity and Godot games, but never game dev itself. Interesting. Yeah, the closest thing I did to game dev would probably be in middle school. I did some, like, game maker stuff there, but never really anything else. The tech debt pile keeps growing. Okay, listen. The shareholders don't get value whenever you fix it. Finish my robot... Ooh! Very cool. Finished my robotics engineering degree, and they didn't accept my application for the development course, so I'm making a game now because I've always wanted to. Unemployed at the moment. That's super cool. That robotics engineering is super duper cool. So you're basically a cross between a mechanical engineer and an electrical engineer, I suppose, with a special in kinematics. That seems like that would be something in demand. Do you have a heart? Did you have a... who does not have any job experience? Yeah, okay, that's valid. Okay, that's why. I see. Yeah, not having job experience or experience itself is very rough. Especially, I imagine, if you're... I feel like robotics is probably an extremely competitive field. Like, extremely competitive. Do you have any, like, really cool projects, VREX? Because I also did not... Oh, thank you so much, Puppy, for following. I hope you have a good time for however long you are here. Nodders. Let's get this guy attached. Okie dokie. Wait, is this it? No. Okay, hold on. Pause. Is this it? Is this the one? Sparks, is this the one? Is this the one? Is this our one? Is this our boy? Is this our boy? Look at it. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Like code that compiles the first time. The One Piece. Yeah, the One Piece is real. Here in Spain, it's a good degree to have, but yeah, I don't really have anything other than that, at least for work interests. Oh, dude. Okay, so again, what saved my butt in college was I did side projects. And even though I am the first to admit that I'm not academically gifted, I suppose, or academically inclined. Like, I suck, essentially, when it comes to doing, like, tests under pressure. But cool projects can really get your foot in the door, and on top of that, it can also, like, just teach you so many, like, different skills. But hey, C's get degrees. That is true. C's do get degrees. I do indeed. That's cool, that's cool. C's do get degrees. I'm so glad my college program was almost entirely project-based. That is cool. Luckily, we had, like, one of the big draws of going to the college that I went to was their senior design stuff. And it was a good time. It's a good time. Got to learn lots of professional things there. Hold on, losing temperature. I need a microscope. Wait, why do you need a microscope? Sparks? Nobody cares about your thingies? Oh, okay. You should make one? I've been debating getting a... Oh my gosh. And then, guys, I went over to my dad's, and he has, like, a super nice set of helping hands. And he has a super nice, You're getting to the point where I need to see to continue teaching you soldering. That's a good thing. Oh, that's really rough to hear, Ty. That is extremely rough to hear. But dude, my dad has, like, a nicer set of helping hands, and, like, a nice, like, giant magnifying glass that you can just, like, pivot around the entire desk, and has, like, multiple different lighting modes to zoom in and zoom magnifications. And I'm just, like, sitting there just like, why does my dad have a better workstation than me, bro? I harumph many harumphs. I'm not salty, you're salty. I can steal soldering lessons from you. If Sparks is willing to teach you, and they do stream, they do probably the best soldering. I doubt there's anyone who does better soldering here on Twitch than Sparks. Like, unironically, I really doubt there is anyone who does better. I feel like that's kind of their appeal. That's bad. That's okay, though. Also, yes. I have now, you know, I did not have a good time in uni. That's rough. I had a... I'm trying to think if the right word to say is I had an absolutely terrible time in uni, or if I had a great time in uni. So I think instead, what I will go with is a quote from a certain book. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Uni was, again, I feel like university is usually going to be the best part of your life in many regards. And, you know, things can happen during as well. And I had a little bit of column A, column B. The Tale of Two Cities? Yes. I'm going to assume all of my school years, including uni, were great. I for sure, yeah, had an amazing time. Exactly, exactly. Okay, and I would like to rapid fire through these once we get them working. I do need to, I'm pretty sure they operate on 3.3 volts, but we'll test. Okay. You've grown so you don't have to worry about growing up while schooling. That's fair. I don't know, but there's a certain thing about you're finally an adult, you finally finished high school, you're 18, you're fresh out of you're fresh out of high school, you have done what you're supposed to do, and now you made your own decision. You're in college. You're on your own for a bit. It's still somewhat safe, but you're in an entirely new environment, around entirely new people, and you're just making it, you know? I'm not sure if that's like a terrible take, but that's what it feels like. And for better or for worse, you get to find out what type of person you are, instead of having it dictated for you by previous experience. Also, don't need to worry about succeeding so you can make a living for the rest of your life. At least for me, my college was fine, but I transferred during COVID. That's rough again. And by the time COVID precautions were winding down, I had already entered my year of heck. Darn. I felt that for all of 3 days when I realized, and then I realized I was incompatible with academia. So when it comes to life, I feel like the most number of divergent points that I've had in my life were decisions I've made in college. Like, there are dozens of different me's that are floating out there who are completely different people than the person I am now, because of choices I made while I was in college. And, I don't know. It's an interesting side tangent thought, and also this is the last one, so we're almost done. And then we'll need to test our Coinoceptor and our sensors. Again, this is mostly a setup stream, apologies. Or well, not apologies. We're vibing, we're chilling, we're talking, you know? We're in the act of living. Not every day has to be the most exciting thing that you've ever seen. The ocean is us full of slightly different past college auras, yeah. There was a me who could have finished chemical engineering. Yikers. It's just chatting except for it being productive. I mean, I feel like that's kind of... Is that not this channel? Like, we essentially just chat for for hours. We're working on technical stuff in the background. We sometimes stop to explain what we're currently working on. But, you know, majority of the time we're just doing stuff. There is some crashing out you do. Yes, about pretzels particularly. But pretzels, you know, I'm a very pretzel-y person. Was there a... Yes. Okay. So, yes, there is a Nile Red version of me. I'm positive there's a Nile Red version of me. Like, there is 1,000% a Nile Red version of me out there. I'm so positive. Because, like, I've literally looked up... Or, not looked up, but I've literally, like... I've thought about doing such things. Especially for this, even for this Twitch channel, I've thought about doing some chemistry stuff, because I am still fairly, I wouldn't say super well-versed, but I am fairly well-versed in chem. I've yet to see any live chemistry streamers, but what are you going to do, yap for 2 hours during a reflux? That's true, so it's going to have to be a partially... hold on, I need some male to female cables for this. Okay. Um, that is partially true. So doing a redux before, like a redux reaction would be like, yeah, you just chat while you're watching something happen. Um, but I feel like you could just basically do labs, for lack of a better word. Like, for instance, let's say you do a demo over the triple point of water. So, for those of you who may or may not be in the know, the triple point of water is where water can exist at a pressure and a temperature that it can be all three states of matter: solid, liquid, gas. And during that time and pressure, you're able to observe it if you have the right type of container. So you're able to see like vapor, you're able to see ice, and you're able to see the actual liquid water itself. And getting that set up, I mean, even if you know exactly what you're doing, I'd say it takes a fair amount of time, like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes at a minimum. And you could just do stuff like that, right? The other thing that you could do is you could synthesize your chemicals live, right? It wouldn't be a super quick process, though, so I'm not sure how it would translate to live streaming. But I could definitely see, like, smaller labs thought out. Do cooking streams count as chemistry? They could. I was thinking more a line of, like, organic chem synthesis. Unfortunately, I am not good at organic chem. Remember that whole not being good at academia? Yeah, organic chem 2 kind of kicked my butt. Kind of kicked my butt up and down the street. No XTX. Valid. Okay. Alright. So. So that's the reason you can't cook. Bruh. Brother. That's okay. That's okay. Also, I need female to female. You could, like, some types of bioreactors. That's true. You could also do that. Give me a second, and I'll drag my biochemist sister here. Dude, I don't know if I want to, like, expose myself to a proper... Then again, she has to see horror. 1 second. Okay. Sorry, back. Need to crack open another pack of cables. Okay. I can pretty much guarantee she would love just about anything you did. Maybe, maybe not. I feel like that's like saying, I want to, whenever you work on something that is putting like physical stuff together, I want you to bring around your mechanical engineering or your machinist friend just so they can watch the cringe. Because I feel like half of my stuff is like clueless person cluelessly gets through their stuff. Also, her experience is more gene editing, which you're probably not going to be doing. Yeah, I don't do much CRISPR stuff. I do have... I mean, I could run an agar-gel. I don't have the tools to do so. But I could definitely run an agar-gel, sequence some DNA, do that type of stuff. Also, thank you, Pokemon. Also, you've been a little quiet today. You okay? I'm going to drink a quick water. No head pats this stream. It's currently... I'm currently having just a little bit of issues with it. I just got here. Okay. Alright. So I am just going to do the absolute simplest thing, which is I'm going to apply. I'm going to apply... just voltage. Let's start with the oven first. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for following Nepenthes. Nep. You can call me Nep. Okay. Hello, Nep. Thank you so much for following. I hope you have a good time while you're here. I see you're also a VTuber. What type of stuff you do? What type of stuff do you do, Miss VTuber? My work has flexible hours, so I got home and took a 4-hour nap. That is so wonderful. I am so happy for you. Okay. I'm guessing she's tech by the fact that you guys both know her. Okay. So what we're going to do is just run through and that we get our sensor. Hold on. What we need... I need a bowl. 1 second. Horticulture education. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Horticulture, agriculture. Okay, okay. Nup. My favorite person in the entire world is, okay. My favorite person in the entire world is Norman Borlaug. That is my favorite person in the entire world. Nodders. That explains the name. Okay, so this one works. We're just going to separate them. Also, Neps was on Hags on STEM this week. Ori, what's your favorite plant? Well, I like a lot of plants, but I don't know. The chicken nugget tree? Would you believe she said that before on stream? Wait, what do you mean? Oh! Okay, so you remember a V theorem. That's cool. Okay, and then also proximity based. See, we aren't technically touching, but if we get close... So it doesn't necessarily have to make contact. And also, when it's moving, I think there is a good chance, depending on the direction it's moving, that it will be able to detect it from further. Anyways, we just need to run through all of these, so give me a moment. Oh, so you can put it behind something. Yes. What are those sensors? They are touch sensors. So whenever I touch, they should light up. After I plug the middle guy in, so right now I have the middle one loose, but after I plug it in, this guy will no longer light up. But that's okay. I was there last weekend. Also, isn't Sideri great? Isn't Sideri great? I love Sideri. She's so nice. I love bromeliads, though I don't... Okay, sorry about that. Slightly dying. My plants are overdue for a repotting. Oh. Anyways, we are just running through all of these, so thank you for being patient, guys. Okay, cool. Okay, looking good as well. I'll have a hard time believing that more than like 2 of these are going to be broken out of the gate, but they do break very quickly. So I'm not holding super high hopes. I need to change the wood chips. Very nice. Okay, so get this. Oh yeah, since we have a horticulture in chat, I feel like I should mention my sister has a massive green thumb and is currently growing a banana tree in her living room. Oh, that's interesting. Wait, is it like a Cavendish banana tree? Or is it like a, what's the other one called? There's 2 types of bananas. Gene-edited bananas. Oh, cute. Okie dokie. I don't know the specifics. All that it is banana tree. Oh, okay. The banana tree is cool, but she should get that thumb checked out. It sounds infected. Yeah, it does sound a little infected. Yeah, in her apartment living room. What a Chad. Dude, what a Chad. She's just casually growing a banana tree in her apartment. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive where someone can just grow a banana tree in an apartment. Sorry. I don't know why, but that fills me with joy. Honestly, GMO bananas are kind of needed at IRC so we don't lose another banana type. What is it? They're all, like, very close to clones of each other or something? I'm not 100% certain on that. Okay. All the sensors work. That's good. Okay, so next. What we are going to do is we are going to test that our cabling works for our coin acceptor. So we have a little coin acceptor here. The way that it usually works is that if the coin is accepted, it will just fall straight through. If it is not accepted, like it currently is because it's not programmed or powered, it will just fall straight to the bottom. So that's what should happen. Those are the two behaviors. So let's go ahead and get this guy plugged up. Apologies, I'm just plugging this guy in. Give me a sec. Give me just a second. It would be pretty cool while you're just working to eat, like, a fresh vegetable or a fresh fruit. That would be pretty pog. Okay, there we go. Got it attached. Let's go ahead and get this guy on. What size pinball machine is it going to be? A small pinball machine. It's not going to be a full-size pinball machine, right? But what if it was? Sorry. This is the first time I was like, oh, but what if we did? What if we did do something, like, stupid? Okay. Let's see. Ground and power. Ground and power. You don't have desk space? Yes, I don't have desk space. However, comma, I haven't really, I haven't used it in a very long while. I may not have desk space. I may not have desk space, but what I have, I'm grabbing it, 1 second. But what I have, where, come on, little guy. You need it, come on, there you go. Okay. We have a second camera that I never use. That is the exact same camera that we have for our current setup. That we could maybe find a way to utilize it. But still, I'm not even sure if I have a why. Why not? Hear me out, Brink. Hear me out, Brink. Hear me out. I'm gonna need you to listen to my hear me out, okay? Okay? So, hear me out. Why change camera angle when you can just have multiple camera? See? See, why do multiple camera, or why not use multiple camera instead of one camera? She needed a second camera battery. I'm not that. I'm not that rotted to the core. You really are a single engineer with single engineer money? Yes. Listen, okay. Okay, seriously, what else am I gonna spend my money on? Like, I live very cheaply, besides this. I basically go to work, I wake up, I go to work, I grab food on my way to work, I come home. I don't do anything else. I'm not, like, wasting my money on, like, other things, like a social life, or vacations, or, other stuff. Imagine having a social life. I know, right? I know, right? Dude, if my coworker was here, he'd be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Or significant. Okay. Okay. Okay, Ty. Okay, Ty. Okay, Cogs. Okay. Listen, listen, listen. Okay. My future husband may or may not be out there. My future husband, wife, boyfriend, they friend, something friend. One day. One day. It'll all work out. Is the cope that I tell myself daily. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this guy plugged in. See what happens. What we're looking for is this guy right here. Should turn red when we power it. What can I say? I love casting stone at glass houses. Okay. Alright. So, you can see this guy powers on. I believe we do usually have to program it, or it won't just count. So, it's not going to just, like, catch otherwise. So, see, it's still counting 0, because we haven't done the test. So... I believe we just do the set button. So we press and hold the set button, A1, and then... Should work. Give me a second. And then we just need to feed it a bunch of quarters, so give me a second. I'm not good at feeding stuff quarters. We're just training the system. Give me a second, guys. We're training. We're entering our training arc. Ori, if you want IRL friends, you need to go meet people IRL. For that, you need a third IRL space to go to. Bro, I know these things. It's just, you know, world outside is scary. World inside, not as scary. Simple as that, you know? But yes, okay. So 11. What's wrong with VR chat? It's 3D. She streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's right, I do stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, it's almost... We have to wait until it gets all the way programmed, so apologies, guys. Once we get it programmed, it should be fine. I believe it's a permanent programming. If it has to power cycle, I'm gonna cry. Like, if we power cycle it and it loses its programming, I'm going to, like, kind of lose it. There's gotta be a better way of doing this. There's gotta be a better way. What if we made our own coin thingy? Why didn't we just make our own coin a scepter? Actually, no, that would be extremely difficult. Okay, so we're still going through it. It's okay, we're just adding coins. We are just adding coins. Okay, we're just adding coins. Give me a sec. Okay, easy. One of these days, it will be satisfied with the coins we have fed it. Okay. A4. We're almost done. I guess this stream is just a bunch of training. This is just our training arc, okay? This is just our training arc. Then things are gonna get better. Okay. No problemo. So again, we are currently trying to work on a pinball machine. So what we are going to need to do is we are currently setting up our coin acceptor and our touch sensors, which are going to act as the things that see if we score points. And then beyond that, what we are also going to do... Oh my gosh, I just had a brain blast. Guys, I just had a brain blast. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Instead of... We can put all of the... No. What do you mean, no? Hello, hello. Hey, Robotech, welcome in. Alright. Okay, so now whenever we feed it coin, it should beep. So, like... See, it beeps now? So it's programmed, so it's good to go. Good. Good. Okay, and now if I unapply power, it does not lose its programming. It better not lose its programming. Please don't lose your programming. Yeesh. Good. Okay, and now it's programmed, and we'll keep the coins. So what we're looking for is we are essentially going to be taking one of the signal outputs here. So that's going to be the coin signal. That's our white guy here. And we are going to be looking at it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this off real quick. And then attach this guy to an ADC, which stands for analog to digital converter. And we are going to see the voltage change. So I attach this here. So our analog to digital controller, which is responsible for taking analog to digital things, surprising no one, we are going to use the A0 in the top corner and set that up. So give me a sec. That's crazy. Yeah, the analog to digital the analog to digital converter converts analog signals into digital signals. Okay, and we are going to have to do just a tiny, and I do want to double emphasize, a tiny amount of programming. So give me just a second. I am going to need to open up the Arduino IDE, and then we are going to have to open up our example code for our ADC, and it should work just out of the box. Also, by the way, guys, I'm so glad. I am so happy. I'm so happy that we made example libraries, or example code, because boy oh boy, do I like not having to write it multiple times. Not. Did I say that? Hold on. Do I? That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Okay. I may or may not have an analog to digital converter code. I don't have an example. Analog to digital ads. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What do you mean you don't like reinventing the wheel every stream? Generally, no. ADC. Generally, no, I don't like doing that. Okay, let's go ahead and reprogram this guy. Okay, so I am going to see if I can get this guy reprogrammed real quick. We are just using some example ADC code, and all it does is that we set our analog to digital pin, and then we initialize serial connection, and then we're reading the sensor value. Very straightforward. This is just example code online. Is the past QC sticker some foreshadowing? I hope not. I hope not. And if it is, I am now going to blame you in the future. Smile. Okay. Darn it, I was missing the coding section. No, you weren't missing the coding section. We're not doing too much coding. Again, so we have our sensor value. 1 second. I don't like that. Let's go ahead and make this a print line. But wheels are for reinventing. Perhaps they are. Hold on. I'm going to make some edits to this code so it's a bit more understandable for us. So the things that I'm going to change is I'm going to change the delay rate here from 1 second to 1/100th of a second. And what we are going to do is instead, hello Bart Arden, welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well, and I will hydrate. What we are going to do instead is that we are going to pull it 100 times a second instead. And we are going to plot it because it will be easier to do it that way. So let me see if I can show you guys what I mean. We are going to have the serial monitor running as well, in case that is easily observable, but I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be. So, whenever I turn this guy on, you'll see that when we feed it a coin, the value should go up and down. It will go both to 1024 and 0 at the same time. So that's, it's a bit hard to see. So what we are going to do instead is use the serial plotter. And I need to... Gosh, how do I change the x-axis on the serial plotter? Okay. Okay, so this guy's going very fast. Okay, but whenever we feed it a coin, what we should be observing is the electrical should change and then do both a high and a low signal. So whenever it goes high, so like whenever it goes to 1024, see how it went to 1024 very, very briefly? It peaked very, very briefly and then went back to normal. So that is how we are going to be receiving in our image. So long as we are able to see that individual impulse, we will be good. So that is what we are going to be focusing on when it comes to the actual software. So again, just to summarize just a tiny bit before we maybe start to look to wrap things up, is that we again have all of our touch sensors, which are going to be responsible for receiving whenever the pinball, so our pinball goes near or touches our sensors. So this is going to keep track of our scores. We are going to be using the coin acceptor for coins. And then what we are going to do next, later, not right now, is that we are going to integrate in stepper motors for our flippers. And we are also going to be working on some 3D CAD in order to get a... we are going to get... Sorry, one second. I need to think. We are going to use some CAD software to make our flipper design. So yeah, that is what we are going to probably be working on Friday. I really do appreciate you guys all being around today. I had a great time. I hope you guys were able to have a pretty okay time. I will be in the Discord after stream for a little bit if you guys want to chit-chat. If not, that's perfectly a-okay. Given that, pinball, who should we be rating today? Who do you guys want to be rating today? I'm fine with just about anyone. Shumimi? Oh wait, is Shumimi streaming? We'll raid Shumimi then. That's not even a thought. Thank you so much for following QIT-bit. I hope you have a good time for however long you are, in fact, here. We'll raid Shumimi. We haven't raided Shumimi in months. Usually she's done streaming by now. So yeah, let's go ahead and raid Shumimi. Oh my gosh, Lee already say hello. But yes, thank you guys so much for being here today. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys are able to have a very good afternoon, evening, or night, and wherever you are, you know, nodders. So, yeah, again, I will be streaming Friday, and we will be continuing this project. So, yar. Okay, see ya.